Sharma, the Honorable Minister for Culture and Tourism, has arrived. And with his arrival, we are going to start with the launch and review of this important book on the Gupta coins. We are going to start with the traditional style of lighting a lamp. So I request our chief guest, Minister Sir, to please come on the dais. Dr. Rakesh Tiwari ji, Sir. Dr. B.R. Mani, please come on the dais. And Sanjeev ji, Sanjeev Kumar. I request Dr. Dikshit ji to please come on the dais. I request Ms. Shivani Kumar to present the bouquet to our chief guest, the Minister Sir. Shivani, please present the bouquet to Dr. Rakesh Tiwari, the Director General, Archaeological Survey of India. A token of our respect for Dr. B.R. Mani, Shivani. And for our senior most scholar in archaeology, Dr. K.N. Dikshit. And last but not the least, for Shri Sanjeev Kumar. The author is honoring. Thank you, Shivani. Friends, this is going to be an historic moment in Indian archaeology and Indian numismatics, because this is going to be a launch of a book which has acquired and is going to acquire a number of milestones. It is going to be the book on Gupta currency. Gupta coins, as you know, is called the golden era, and most of the gold coins were issued, and that too in hundreds and thousands of number, and representing a number of new types, varieties, depicting the king, his queen, the goddesses, and the hobbies of kings, and so many things. And this is a time when Kavi Kalidas was there, and it said that he had composed many of these couplets in pure Sanskrit for these Gupta gold coins. And we are going to launch this book at the hands of our chief guest, Dr. Mahesh Sharma. Now I request Dr. Mani, Dr. B.R. Mani, the Director General of the National Museum, to introduce about the book and to give us a few idea about the author. Dr. Mani, please.
Most respected Dr. Ahir Hansraj, Honorable Minister for Culture and Tourism, Government of India, Shri Chairman, Indian Archaeological Society, Dr. Rakesh Tiwari, Director General, Archaeological Society of India, Shri Sanjeev Kumar ji, and Shri Dilip Gaurji, Raj Gaurji, respected ladies and gentlemen. We all are honored today to have Dr. Mahir Sharma present with us for release of this very important book on Gupta coinage, and we are very much thankful to him. We also are thankful to Dikshit ji, who is coming straight away from airport from Narendra, and he has joined this function of book release with us. We are thankful to Dr. Rakesh Tiwari, who always stands with us on such occasions. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar is a very well-known figure in numismatic history. He is the chairman of the Shri Trust and an independent researcher and numismatologist who has spent his entire lifetime in studying history and coinage of the Guptas, with a passion for Gupta coins right from his childhood. He could fulfill his efforts in the form of this great work on Gupta coinage, which is an authentic and professional work by a lover of the subject. The sheer beauty of Gupta gold has not only attracted the author, but it attracts everyone who looks at them. They are the source of understanding political, economic, and art history of the most glorious period of Indian history. It was the time of the Gupta Empire when the unification of kingdoms took place, and many of the tribal kingdoms, other kingdoms, they were unified into an empire, which has also been called the classical age or the golden age of Indian history. It brought about peace and prosperity in the country, and there was development of the scientific, literary, artistic, fields, science, technology, engineering, medicine, art, architecture, all flourished during this period, and that is why it is known as the golden age of Indian history. So far as this book is concerned, it has got a catalog, and not only just a catalog, but it deals with different aspects of the coinage of the Guptas. In fact, in 1914, John Allen had published his catalogue of coins based on the collection of British Museum. And then in 1957, A.S. Archaeological had published his Gupta coinage, basically based on the finding of Guyana hoard. Then later on in 1981, P.L. Gupta published the catalogue of coins from Bharat Kala Bhavan. Similarly, in 1986, B.C.H. Chabra published gold coins from National Museum. And in 1990, B.N. Mukherjee published a catalog of Gupta coins from Indian Museum, Kolkata. The present work is an in-depth study of coins from all the museums and other collections throughout the world. And it also includes seals and sealings and even some of the important inscriptions located at a later time, and impressions on some of them from the first time. It also includes the famous REP inscription from Sarna, which refers to the first Gupta Emperor Shri. The data has been collected on spectrographic XRF metal analysis study of a large number of coins, and that is for the first time it has been included in this volume. It is not just a catalog, but gives details of titles, epithets, design, symbols, religions, metrology, metallic analysis, trade contacts, dates, transformation from Kushan to Gupta, mint marks, etc. Then it discusses also the coins of all the Gupta types in gold, copper and silver, and not only Gupta coins but the later contemporary coins from Bengal also, including those of Shashank. They have been included. The book is illustrated with thousands of illustrations of gold and other coins, graphs, charts, and lists, which would be definitely an interesting and research material for the researchers, the students, and also for those who are interested in Gupta numismatics. So with these words, since our Honorable Minister has so many important functions to attend, and he has spared his valuable time for this function, I am grateful. We are all grateful to him for this occasion, and that's with these words I conclude my remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Mani sir. As Dr. Mani has rightly said, in producing this book, it took nearly 20 years, and for studying these 1,500 years of coins, Shri Sanjeev Kumar has taken help of any and all the technologies, right from using an iPhone for photography, then right up to XRF technology, which is a laser-based technology, to judge the metallic contents of coins. So this is a really good way of doing a marvelous international way of doing numismatic study here. And to give you more idea about this book, we have prepared a small 3-minute video, and I would like to present this before the launch. So may I have the video, please? modern technology, such a kind of beautiful product you can explain. And you can, it's here. So now, with this, I request our chief guest, Shri Minister Sir, to please launch this book. This we have placed in a traditionally potla style wrapping, wherein for hundreds of years old manuscripts used to be kept. So I request Sir to please unveil the book and launch it.
Whenever we talk of India, national or international forums, platforms, we don't talk of the billion and trillion dollars of resource. We talk of the rich heritage, history, culture, and that is our strength. That's what we are known for. And because of that strength, the world is looking towards us. India leads the world. India leads the humanity. The world is expecting a lot from us. On this great occasion of launching of this great collection, I like to call it a book. It's itself a history. It's itself a monument. It's itself a museum. It's itself an encyclopedia of the rich collection of the Indian history through the coins of especially the dynasty of the Gupta periods, the Hindu dynasty, the great work done by Sanjeev Kumarji. A big applause to 20 years, it's a big period. 20 years of his efforts and sincere hard work has brought this collection see the light of the day today. I'm sure माता जी सामने बैठी हैं कितनी खुश हो रही होंगी कि बेटे ने एक ऐसी यादगार छोड़ी है इस भारत की भूमि पर जो आने वाले महीनों सालों के लिए नहीं, पीढ़ियों के लिए, सेंचुरियों के लिए एक यादगार छोड़ जाएगा। माँ के बेटे संजीव कुमार जी ने एक ऐसी कलेक्शन की, ग्रेट वाइफ डॉक्टर शिवानी। I really congratulate you for the real patience you people have and a big support also. No, I'm sure. And I'll give an example. I'll let it make you laugh at least. You cannot. They are too. That's why I said 20 years is a big period. We have the legend, then Shri Dikshit ji, who is a known personality in this field, our DGSI, Shri Rakesh Tiwari ji, DG Museum, Shri Mani ji, and the authors of this, the Rajgar ji, the publishers, and everybody present over here. हम समाज को क्या वापस कर जाते हैं? इतिहास से हम सीखते हैं और जिस देश के पास इतिहास नहीं है, हिस्ट्री नहीं है, वो देश कुछ शब्द नहीं है मुझे कहने के लिए कि सूखे हुए नंगे पेड़ की तरह से दिखाई देते हैं। मैं समझता हूं कि भारत के पास इतना घना खजाना है रिच इतिहास का, और एक कॉइंस मुझे किताब इन्होंने आज से 5 दिन पहले पढ़ने के लिए दे दी थी। देखकर खुशी होती है कि भारत के लोगों ने, उस वक्त के राजाओं ने किस तरह से अपनी संस्कृति को, अपनी भावनाओं को, अपने इतिहास को कॉइन्स के माध्यम से डिपिक्ट किया। वो अपने आप में एक मिसाल है और उस मिसाल को 20 सालों तक पूज्य पिताजी की, जैसा कि संजीव जी ने बताया कि फादर आर्ट फोर्सेस में थे और उन्होंने वो कलेक्शन देखने के लिए देते थे, छूने के लिए नहीं। मुझे भी याद है कि मेरे अंदर एक गंदी आदत थी कि अगर कोई चीज मुझे मशीन मिल जाए तो मैं उसे खोल देता था। घड़ी मिल जाए, रेडियो मिल जाए, ड्रम सिस्टम मिल जाए, घर की मशीन मिल जाए तो पिताजी चपता कहते थे हाथ नहीं लगाओगे, देख लेना बस, जो उन्हें पता था वरना ये खोल देगा। तो संजीव जी को देखने के लिए दी जाती थी और मैं भी पूछ रहा था कि आपको ये इच्छा कहाँ से जाती। पूज्य पिताजी का भी सपना था, उस सपने को इन्होंने साकार किया। 20 साल के इतिहास में मैं पत्नी और बच्चों को भी इससे पेश कर रहा हूँ। मेरे पड़ोसी हैं और पत्नी शास्त्रीय संगीत की शौकीन है। वो 5 बजे के 15 मिनट पे पति को फोन कर देती है कि 5 बज गए, ऑफिस बंद, घर आ जाओ। कोई और कारण नहीं, कोई ऐसा नहीं उनपे कोई गैर विश्वास है, कोई पति कहीं और जाते होंगे, कुछ नहीं, वो कुछ आपस के संबंध बहुत अच्छे हैं क्योंकि उन्हें रियाज करनी होती है 5:30 बजे से। उसके लिए पति से बढ़िया श्रोता और कोई नहीं हो सकता और वो अपनी तैयार हो जाती है 5:15 बजे अपनी शास्त्रीय संगीत की वीणा लेकर कि पति आएगा आधा घंटे। हम पड़ोसी लोग भी तो मजबूरी में सुनते हैं उनकी रियाज, लेकिन पति को तो छठे फेरे में यही लिखा अगर पत्नी रियाज करे तो सुनिए आप। I hope you can understand. It is the understanding. We have 7. She knows about this. So I think you people must have, I'll not say use the word tolerated, but you must have given this company for a long period of 20 years, which is a big period. Thanks to Shivani and all the family members who has inspired him all the time. This book will be giving the church scholars, the people of India and the worldwide to know more about. Recently we had some research work done under leadership of Rakesh Tiwari ji, our DG at Ladakh, which has depicted that about 10,000 the history of India's rich heritage existence for about carbon datings. We have been able to calculate this age to be of about 10,000 years or so. I am sure with this book, the researchers and scholars will come to know more about India and we will be able to showcase our rich heritage and culture to the world. I compliment and congratulate Sanjeev ji and the whole team who has been instrumental in making this book to see the day of the light. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now is the time to listen to the author, what he felt, what he went through, and now what he thinks where he has reached and what he has achieved. I request Sanjeev Kumar ji to please come on the dais and share his thoughts.
My heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Minister of Culture, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, for taking the time out of his busy schedule to grace us with his presence and to help launch this book. My thanks to Dr. Rakesh Tiwari ji, the Director General of the ASI, and Dr. Manu, the DG of National Museum, to Dr. K.N. Dixit, Chairman of the Indian Archaeological Society, and to Dr. Dilip Rajkor, an accomplished scholar. I'm truly humbled. While coins have existed for over 2,000 years in India, coinage of the Gupta Empire stands apart in design and complexity as truly masterful works of art. They are struck in gold, silver, copper, and lead. Starting from the first of the Gupta monarchs, Chandragupta I, the powerful Gupta kings succeeded in creating a coinage that was unrivaled by anything in Hindu India prior to or after them. The coins of the Kushan dynasty, originating in the northwestern regions of greater Indian subcontinent, present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan, in the 1st century AD, served as the inspiration for the beautiful coin designs struck in the 4th century AD by the Gupta kings, who proceeded to issue and replace the local currency with their new currency as the Gupta Empire grew. These new and innovative coin designs served both as an economic currency as well as a medium of propaganda for the Gupta kings to proclaim themselves as the most devout, valorous, just, and all-powerful kings of the land. This was a period in ancient India when powerful and long-lasting religious changes were taking place in the revival of the Vedic beliefs and rituals, as well as the Brahminical belief systems in Buddhist and Jain forms of worship. The period from the 4th to the 6th century AD was a time when Hindu iconography was evolving, and firm rules governing the imagery of Hindu gods and goddesses were being established. The political history of Gupta dynasty has been pieced together over the past century and is still far from complete. This book provides the scholars and researchers valuable data from a numismatic context to better understand this golden age of India's history. Initially, the book was an attempt to create a catalog of just Gupta gold coins as my own personal research project. Over time, it was apparent that such a formidable project could not exist in the vacuum of just gold coinage, as the silver and base metal coins formed an integral part of understanding the chronology of the Gupta kings. An in-depth study of the coinage seemed to be an absolute must. This had to include the study of designs, the Brahmi legends, devices seen, or more importantly, what was missing from the coins, the weights of the coins, the gold content, metal purity, etc. All of this while keeping an eye on the historical events taking place at that time and place with a full understanding of their immediate history, their neighbors, their religious leanings, the political currents at the time, all essentially essential to fully understanding why a specific coin was struck. Only then can one fully grasp the true nature of the events transpiring during that time. For the first time, this book documents the entire gold, silver, copper, and lead coinage. The majority of these have never been published before. It includes new coin types and new varieties from coin collections in major museums across the world. Every single museum that had a Gupta gold collection has been surveyed for this book. It includes coins from private museums, most of which are inaccessible to scholars. This book also includes key Gupta dynasty seals and seal impressions, which are being published here, many for the first time, and all of this will be very helpful to historians and archaeologists in filling in some of the gaps within the Gupta history as we know today. For example, the copper coin issued by Chandragupta I with the Brahmi legend Lichiveya, confirming that Chandragupta I did issue not just this coin, but coins in gold as well. Prior to this, historians assumed Chandragupta I did not issue any coins, even though he is supposed to have ruled for 20 years. The coin issued by Kachagupta, featuring a Garuda Dvaj, immediately after he took control of the Gupta throne after Samudragupta's death, and confirmation that Kachagupta was assumed name of Ramagupta, and Ramagupta and Kachagupta were one and the same king. The lead and silver coins issued by Chandragupta II, struck in the Gujarat region, showing that he had started the conquest of the Kshatrapa Empire with a clear date of Varsha 79, which equals 398 AD. The reinterpretation of the Mathura pillar inscription to clarify that the correct reading of this crucial inscription dates the ascent of Chandragupta II to power not in 376 AD as had been assumed by historians and quoted in all history books today, but actually in 383 AD, as the inscription reads, Kalanu Vartaman Panchame, not Gupta Kala Panchame. 6th year of the Gupta era, but in fact it is the 6th year of the continuing era of the Kushan era, as the city of Mathura was the winter capital of the Kushan Empire. The silver coins of Kumargupta I, confirming that he ascended to power as early as 409 AD, not 415 AD, as has been assumed so far. His silver coin published here in this book shows very clearly that he was actively involved in the conquest of the Kshatrapas on the Western Front in the Gujarat and Saurashtra region, as early as Varsha 90 of the Gupta era, which equals 409 AD. For the first time, this book publishes a gold coin of the Pratika type of Kumargupta I, which shows a complete legend. This has never been seen before. This will help historians confirm that this coin was issued to commemorate Kumargupta I's ascent to the throne. The silver and lead coins issued by Skandagupta with dates as early as 448 AD, confirming that Skandagupta gained control of the empire much before the assumed date of 455 AD, which is what history books say today. Based on new gold coins published here in this book, 15 different Gupta dynasty kings after Skandagupta have now been identified. This changes history as it's written today. Up to now, it was very difficult for scholars and researchers to have a single source of reference covering the entire coinage of the Gupta dynasty. My intent was to try to capture in one setting all of the known numismatic data and to create an indispensable resource. This book now bridges the gap between numismatists and archaeologists. History is always written by the victors. The gap that was fact versus reality during the Gupta period is what this book is all about. In some cases, the historical facts written by the victors and evidence from inscriptions and coins can lead to very different conclusions, and in many cases create conflicting narratives. I heard once that solving the mystery of ancient India is like walking through a dark tunnel with occasional glimpses of light and fleeting clues that can help us reconstruct the true story. Coins issued by victors and victims alike speak volumes, and this book is about piecing together evidence from the coins issued by the kings ruling over the Gupta Empire. This book is a work of love and passion. Like all passionate journeys, first one must fall in love. I fell in love with these beautiful coins at a very young age. Their intricate designs, the action scenes, the different kings, all fascinated me as a young child, and I marveled at the coin collections showcased right here in the coin gallery at the National Museum of Delhi. My hope is that these beautiful designs of these coins and the decades of research summarized and presented in this book will continue to shine a bright light on the mystery that is India, to help inspire and fuel the imaginations of the children of India and the future generations who can contribute and continue to learn the dream of exploring its rich history. This book is dedicated to my family, my father, Lieutenant Colonel Jitendra Kumar, who instilled in me a love for history through his own coin collection and through his stories of the bygone era, and to my mother, sitting here today, for instilling in me a sense of wonder and adventure. To my beautiful wife, Dawn, who has still not divorced me, and my two beautiful daughters, Shri and Shivani, whose love and encouragement, support, and most of all, patience has made it possible for me to devote so many years, so many years of dedicated study to produce this work. The search for clues to solve some of the questions surrounding the history of the Gupta dynasty has been a frustrating venture for eminent historians. Researchers and scholars alike, almost all of the history books written by eminent historians like Dr. Chavra, P.L. Gupta, S.R. Goyal, K.K. Kapyal, Ashwini Agarwalji, who is sitting right here. Thank you for coming here. All make statements in their books. This fact will be confirmed once we find new inscriptions. New coins with new Brahmi legends or new dates, new data. Well, friends, here it is. Treasures of the Gupta Empire. It's all here. Thank you.
Awesome. Excellent, Sanjeev. Friends, now we are coming towards the end of this program, but before that, we would like to hear the importance of this book from an archaeologist's point of view. So may I invite the servant of Indian archaeology, Dr. K.N. Dixit, to please present his views. So,
Honorable Dr. Ahir Sharma, Tiwari ji, Mani, the author of this book, and Lily. Before I may say anything, I must admit that I am not the man of coins. My specialization is archaeology, and because doing my MA in archaeology and other things, we must know everything. And there I stand about these coins. As far as I know, the study of coins in India, which was started by Smith, and Smith for the first time has written in a journal of Great Britain and Ireland, and there he published about the dynasty of the Guptas. Later on, I had a chance to meet Pierre Gupta in 1960, while he was there in the Prince of Wales Museum, it was known at that time. Then he talked about, and his many articles were published by that time. And in 1957, as has been quoted by all the scholars, that Archaeological has written a book called The Pirates of Gupta. And thereafter, after a very long time, the present book of Sanjeev Ji that has really brought all the Gupta fans, whether they are in USA or Canada or France or Germany. And this will be a very useful document for our young generation and also old generation to know the things. So I must thank, and the other thing you can see, and this book must find a place in all the universities and the departments of the country. And with these words, I would thank once again the author of the book. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Friends, often people say that what's the need of a museum in a country? Why to spend so much money in making a museum, buying a collection for a museum, and wasting so many hours and money of the government? But friends, I will tell you, the result, what we are seeing here today, was not done in a few days. It started at the age of 7. Sanjeev was telling me about his childhood days. He was hardly 7 or 8 years old, and he used to sneak in this very particular National Museum, and will go in the coin gallery and will awe at all the coins displayed there. So the seeds of this beautiful and excellent authoritative book on Gupta coins is there in this National Museum. So I'm really happy that what started at a small coin gallery in the National Museum now has ended in a world-class numismatic book for the entire country and for the entire world to see and appreciate it. So we are thankful to Sanjeev Ji for keeping his dream alive and reaching at this stage. So this, I would like to offer the vote of thanks. In the beginning, I would like to offer a sincere thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, the Minister for Culture and Tourism, who could spare so much time for us. He was so busy, he has to rush. We were told that he would come only for 10 minutes, and you can see he's there sitting with us. He's not in hurry to go, attend any union meetings or anything. To see how passionate he is also about this field, and he spoke so well. So I will always remember about that riyaz and these things. I will also tell my wife that whenever I am reading an article or a book, please be present and listen to me. We are also thankful to Dr. Rakesh Tiwari, the Director General of Archaeological Survey of India, to become the guest of honor. We are also thankful to Dr. B.R. Mani, the Director General of the National Museum, to preside here. And we are also thankful to Dr. K.N. Dixit, the Chairman of the Indian Archaeological Society, to come here as a guest of honor. Friends, we are also thankful to a number of people who have helped us in managing this show. It's not possible to name all of them, but I would sure like to thank all of you who are present here. And not only scholars, friends, and others, relatives and others have come from Delhi, but there are many people, they have come solely for this exhibition, this coin function here, from cities like from Indore, from Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Haryana, Mumbai, and there are so many people coming. Still they wanted to come here, but they couldn't find enough time to reach here. So I thank all of them. I thank the faculty of National Museum Institute. I thank the staff of the National Museum, and I thank the media also to covering this entire book launch. Friends, with this we close this launch function, and I request all of you to please join us for the high tea, and you can have a preview of the book on the side table. Thank you. Thank you, sir.